YouTube! I'm Adam Keith, and welcome to Hit Refresh, the show with all the digital news, reviews, and coffee mug abuse you could possibly fit in under 10 minutes. I'm talking about video games, movies, music, books, online videos, whatever I can shove into a segment really. And speaking of segments, we've got a few lined up for your enjoyment tonight. Our first one comes courtesy of Video Frank. I'll let him explain what you're about to see. Hi there, I'm Video Frank, and welcome to Game Junkie. We're going to be discussing all the juicy news and details about the wonderful world of video games. Sora was recently released as the last Smash DLC fighter ever. People are already complaining about him being overpowered. Either that, or people are complaining that their favorite character didn't get in, even though Sora was statistically the most voted character to get into Smash Bros. Normally I'd say the complaining came faster than normal, but it didn't. Smash community never changed. Nintendo recently announced a new expanded online subscription service for $50 a year. That's $30 more than normal, and it comes with all these great perks, such as Sega Genesis games, which you can practically play on a toaster at this point, they're so common, and long-awaited Nintendo 64 titles, all 9 of them. Plus, you get that Animal Crossing DLC for free, which is a strange addition, considering that 2/3 of all Switch owners do not own Animal Crossing as well. Pokemon released a spooky new teaser for their Legends Arceus game coming out in January, and I hope I wasn't the only person to forget that game even existed. It seems the intention of this teaser was to scare young children away. Either that or it's actually just a horror game and the marketing has been misleading us this whole time. That would be something. For now, though, I just have to accept that this will probably be another mediocre Pokemon spin-off game. It seems Nintendo is still up to their old tricks after all. Let's talk about some of their exploits, shall we? Welcome to Packwatch, the dedicated review segment for the show. I'll be reviewing media on a simple 10-point scale to let you know what to buy into and what to pass up. Metroid Dread is the new hot ticket item this month. It's been selling like hotcakes, and it has plenty of positive feedback holding it up. It looks incredible, but you may be tempted to think it doesn't play all too well, especially given its 2D nature in 2021. Well, fear no longer, because I can assure you that it plays just as well as it looks. It has some pretty freaky moments as well, adding to the atmosphere of a desolate alien world. I'll give it a better than Federation Force out of 10. Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl is a new licensed fighting game that's more than just a Smash wannabe. What it lacks in graphical polish, it more than makes up for in deep and complex fighting mechanics. Plus, the tournament scene for this slime-filled brawler is way bigger than I would have ever expected it to be right after launch. And I've never had so much fun beating up SpongeBob. I've tried doing it in real life, but virtually, it leads to less arrest warrants in my experience. I'll give it a badly injured SpongeBob out of 10. Hot Wheels Unleashed is a new AAA racing game that features the tiny cars zooming through real-world locations, such as a college campus or a bedroom. The racing in the game is actually really solid, and the visuals are striking, even on the Switch port. I have to give my props to the drifting and boost mechanics as well. They sorta tie the whole experience together. You can even customize your cars and share your paint jobs online. And yes, that means there are plenty of awful car designs. The game is surprisingly solid, if a bit silly. Hot Wheels Unleashed gets a duck and roll out of 10. My Little Pony: A New Generation is a new Netflix film that aims to reboot the equestrian universe, and I'd say it does a pretty good job overall. Reasons to watch include some stunning 3D visuals, a charming, if somewhat contained story, and the fact that the main guy from the Sonic movie voices one of the main characters in this movie. It's too bad they couldn't get Ben Schwartz or Jim Carrey in a voice role, but I'll take what I can get. The soundtrack is also top-notch, which is to be expected from any Pony production at this point. I'll give this film a terrible advertisement for a great movie out of 10. Speaking of movies, we've got a segment coming up dedicated to the latest and greatest the film industry has to offer. and it's too bad we got Junkyard Bob to host it. Let's just switch to his segment now, yeah? Now listen here, I've got some movies to talk about. Rather, some movie trailers. Because nothing gets me more excited than a fancy new trailer. One trailer that's got a ton of people talking is the new Diary of a Wimpy Kid trailer. Some folks have problems with the animation and the presentation, and I am definitely one of those people. I think it looks super cheap. What surprised me about this trailer though is that little Disney logo at the top. I guess Disney really does own everything now, even Greg Heffley. Scary world we're living in. Ron's Gone Wrong is another new animated film that's had a lot of positive reception leading into its release. From what I can gather without having seen it myself, it's about this young new personal assistant robot craze, and our main hero finally gets one and names his Ron. And then, as the title suggests, Ron goes wrong. It looks like a pretty funny family movie, and if early reviews are to be trusted, that is, should be worth a watch. Batman is getting a new movie, it seems. It also seems that this is the 10th or 11th Batman reboot that we've seen so far. I mean, the trailer looks cool and all, but when are we going to get something new from DC? Still, I'm looking forward to this Batman interpretation, even if I think it'll pale in comparison to the new Marvel movies coming out. I hope you enjoyed Bob's little hoedown segment. Now, I have one more thing to talk about before we go off the air. Hey, you hear that? That's the shameless promotion alarm. That's right. Guess what I'll be plugging today? Never End Neverland, a new video game from Teku Studios. It's cute, fun, and it's even got that one guy you all can't stop simping over. It's free right now on Steam, and you better play it. Or else, I will find you. Thanks for watching this episode of Hit Refresh. If you've been watching this long, my voice must not be that grating to your ears, so why not consider hitting that little subscribe button down there? And hey, why not leave a comment asking me a question or just telling me to get off YouTube already? I'll be answering all requests in a viewer mail segment later, so I hope you'll look forward to that. That's it for me. See ya, suckers!